What is up, my friends? Running on very little sleep right now, but feeling great. So I'm going to get to the gym while I still have some energy. You know, on Fridays, you like to stay out later because you don't have to work the next day. Problem is your internal alarm still kicks in. So, I mean, it would be sleeping in for me, I guess. I got up at about 5:45. But still, when you're up till 2 or 3 in the morning, it just doesn't work out. But I guess if I can leverage this little bit of a caffeine kick I have going on right now, I'm going to go do so. And like I mentioned, I'm going to try to keep these videos a little bit shorter, so you're not going to get a rant in this video. You are welcome, unless something comes up, but I do not anticipate that happening. So before I start rambling on and on, you guys know how that goes. I am going to just show you the best pre-workout meal in the entire world. So we have got 2 servings puff wheat cereal, banana, poverty, milk, apple, and that is going to be what I eat before I head to the gym to hopefully do a little bit better at deadlifts than I did last week. So I'm sure you guys will be hearing, if you have not already heard, about my struggles. So we are going to see what we can do. I'm going to check back in with you guys when the food comes because I know that is what you're here for. So I'll talk to you soon.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
Something to my God, something live. Like to beat you down a lot. When you come around the block, brothers clown.
Sitting outside the best gym in the Midwest right now, and as the G-rated Chris Jones would say, we're about to F some mess up. So I'll see you soon. We are finally going to get to some food here, and if you've been watching the last few weeks, you have probably noticed that I've picked a theme in the beginning of the day and just kind of ran with it. And really that's because I was getting a little bit bored, so I figured, because I'm selfish and I wanted to keep myself entertained, that I would just keep on picking themes. So today is going to be pizza, and I figured everyone watching would like pizza, at least I hope so. Believe it or not, I have actually met people in real life that don't like pizza, and I haven't liked any of them. So I hope that that is not any of you out there. So we're going to make some breakfast pizzas to start the day, and I really have no idea what I'm doing, but we're going to give this a try. So what I'm going to do is cook up some sausage. This is actually just some pre-made sausage that I can throw in the microwave. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add some egg substitute and milk into that bowl. Mix it with this mound of frozen potatoes over here. So these are hash browns, but I just bought the frozen ones in the bag. I'm sure they're right in here somewhere. You guys don't care. Anyway, so just believe me, you buy them at the store. I'm sure you've all seen them. So I'm going to put some of it on the pizza, and obviously I'm going to eat some of it by itself because that is quite a few servings. So we're going to do that, and what I'm using for the quote-unquote crust, and I hate when people say this because this tastes nothing like pizza crust, but I have them laying around and I want to get rid of them. So they are just some Joseph's flatbreads. I'm sure many of you have seen these before. And then we have that there. So we are going to see how this turns out. Just going to use some Parmesan cheese, and we hopefully won't mess anything up, but we will find out shortly. So I've got the sausage, eggs, and potatoes in that bowl. I'm going to try to transfer over here, but I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit messier than I anticipated. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought, so now I'm just going to throw it in the oven for about 20 minutes, or however long it really takes me to cook the hash browns. I'll probably end up getting impatient, and then we will be done. And then I just threw all the potatoes and the eggs in this skillet, and then I'll just cook it up with some salt and pepper, and it is as easy as that, my friends. So we got the hash browns topped with some ketchup, and then we have one of the pizzas on the plate and the other one was over there because it will not fit on the plate. Very logical explanation, I know. So I'm going to give this one a try, and I'll let you guys know what I think. To be honest, I'm much more excited for these. I just don't know about the eggs on a pizza and the fact that it's not pizza crust. Probably being a little bit picky, but we're saving up for tonight, so don't worry. I will be back with you guys. Well, the pizza is better than I anticipated. I mean, it's not like the greatest thing you ever had. It's not Domino's stuffed crust pizza, but I mean, it's not bad. So I wouldn't really recommend going out and buying everything just to make this. What I would recommend is buying that sausage. I think it's the first time I've ever had it, and it's really good and very convenient. I think it was turkey sausage actually, but you can't really tell a difference, at least in my mind. So I'm going to finish up this second pizza, finish up the hash browns. Got a lot of stuff to do today, so hopefully I check in with you guys before dinner. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this video a little bit shorter, but you know, that's a long gap, at least in my time. Your time doesn't really matter, so Who knows? I'm gonna eat this and I'll talk to you soon. Obviously I have not showered or done anything productive today, so rather than waste any more time researching, I figured I would just ask you guys. So I keep getting notifications that someone adds me on Google Plus, and I have no idea what that means. I don't know what you do with Google Plus. I don't check it, so if there's something that I need to be doing, like you guys are messaging me on there and I'm not responding, just know that it's because I don't know how, and I would assume, like, if you add me, I don't have to add you, so we're just like mutual friends. But if I actually have to do something, let me know, and if I haven't, I'm sorry, you know, I'm not trying to blow you guys off, but I just don't know what it is. And the last thing I really need is another social media platform. It already takes over so much of my life. But if you guys are, you know, needed help or questions or something of that sort, and I need to add you or something, please tell me and I will do that. So that is all. Now hopefully I'm actually going to go do something productive or semi-productive, or hopefully just get something done. I don't know. Hey, what's up guys? Sorry I've been kind of MIA today. I've been running around. It's been a really busy day actually. So I went out with some friends, we got some coffee, caught up, hadn't seen them in a while. Then I came back and started editing videos, and once I get in that zone, there's just no stopping me, and that's one of the things that I've really been enjoying lately. It's probably my favorite part of this whole process. Even though you can't tell, probably because I don't have like the crazy editing skills yet, but I'm working on it now that I've got some decent software. So hopefully I'll be on the level of like Brian or Brandon Campbell here soon. Well, probably not soon, but we're gonna get there eventually, and I am kind of hungry, so it is going on 8 o'clock already. Wow. So it looks like I'm staying in tonight, but that's alright because I do want to get these videos edited. So we're going to make some pizza, as I told you guys earlier in the video, and this is going to be inspired by my experience last weekend. So I was out with a friend, got some Domino's, and I was like, you know what, some Domino's sounds great, but that's boring to you because you don't want to see me call up Domino's, order a pizza. You guys can do that. That's not adding any value to you. So I'm going to try to make a little homemade Domino's. I'm going to dominate Domino's. I doubt it, but the best part about Domino's is the Cine Sticks. So I'm going to try to semi-replicate them. I'm not going to get anywhere close. I realize that. And I'm actually going to be using probably my whole day's worth of fats in this one meal. I know some of you would probably be against that. I know a lot of you like to ration it out, or maybe use some in the beginning of the day, use some in the end of the day. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but in my opinion, you should not be basing anything you do throughout the day on food. I mean, it's not that serious. I mean, even if you didn't have the fat macros for a pizza, you know, come on guys, it's just life, you know? So like last weekend I got a call, it was later in the day, and we're like, hey, you wanna go out for pizza? And like, by the time I had actually gotten out for the day, you know, I had already, you know, had like 40 some grams of fat, something like that probably if it was a typical day. And so when we got there, you know, I went way over, but it's all good guys. You're gonna live. I didn't die, I didn't lose all my gains, I didn't get fat. You'll be alright. So let me get this going before I talk anymore. And I know you guys want to see pizza and not hear me talk, so we will be back. We've got a lot going on over here, so let me walk through it with you step by step. We're going to use an actual pizza crust this time. So this is just a pre-made one from the store, and I just spread some olive oil on there. And this is the coolest thing that I have in my kitchen. There's not many times I get to use it, so I take full advantage when the opportunity presents itself. And then for the Cine Sticks, I'm going to use this pizza dough, and so I'm probably going to have about 1/3 of this pan, I would say. I've got some stevia and some cinnamon in this bowl, which I will put on there. And then I've got my favorite pizza sauce, and the reason I think it's my favorite is because of the squeeze bottle. I'm getting marketed again. And to the pizza, I'm just gonna add some onion, some mushrooms, and some cheese. So I guess, I don't know if you'd consider that a veggie pizza when there's only, I would say, one real vegetable. Onions, and not too many micronutrients in there. But then I think that's it for now. So once I get this all put together, I will show you. Then we just throw it in the oven for 10 minutes and it's ready to eat. If you're an OG subscriber, you might remember this. I made a high protein French toast dip. It was months, it might have been like 6 months ago for all I know. But it was awesome, and I'm not overly confident in a lot of things I make in the kitchen, but this is one of them. So try this out. I can almost guarantee you will love it. Just don't change it because I patented it and it would hurt my feelings. So we're gonna add a half serving of MTS peanut butter fluff. a serving of marshmallow fluff, a serving of the fat-free cream cheese, and here's the important part. You're only going to add a quarter serving of Greek yogurt, because if you add too much, it's just going to be too runny and it won't be like a thick sauce that you want. So once that stuff comes out of the oven, I'm actually going to put this in the microwave to warm it up a little bit, and then we will have some nice French toast sticks. Or actually, this is Cinna sticks, but same difference. So essentially what I did was take 1/3 of that pizza crust out of the pan, cut it up with a pizza cutter, and then I'm just going to spread each one of them with some butter, which is great news because now I have another excuse to use this guy. It is just my lucky day. And then after they're all coated in butter, I'm going to put that mixture on there, and then the pizza will be done and my life will be good. I am so excited to eat these Cinna sticks. This is probably one of the better ideas I've ever had. So I'm going to eat this up. The pizza did get a little bit overcooked when I was messing around with all this stuff, but that's alright. It's just going to be a little bit crispy. So I'm going to eat the whole pizza, but unfortunately this is all the Cinna sticks I'm going to have, so I can save some for tomorrow as well. And I guess I'll let you know how it is, but is there any doubt? Oh my gosh.
Then I went straight to the food court, cause I love those Cinnabuns. Yum, yum. While standing in line, my phone rings all the time, and this girl says, what's that song?
Just finishing up with some editing, and while I do, I'm gonna have this protein. So all I have is some frozen pineapple, some Greek yogurt, and some MTS peanut butter fluff. Also put some xanthan gum in there to really thicken it up and add some volume. So I'll eat this and then go downstairs and finish off the food for the day, and that'll be the video. One more little bootleg pizza here, and this one is the most poverty and pathetic of them all. So all I did was take another one of these flatbreads, put a serving of this light Alfredo sauce and some ham. I'm just gonna put it in the oven, and that will do it for the day. So while that's cooking, I'll just show you guys this. We came in at 83 grams of fat, 498 grams of carbs, and 199 grams of protein. And before I beg you guys to like the video and do all that stuff, I'll always show you the rest of the food. I realize it doesn't look much different than before it went in the oven, but just for good measure, I'll show you guys. So now we can end the video. So please like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Help boost my self-esteem. I would really appreciate it. And that's it, man.
That's cool when you get done, come through, cause we gonna play some pong, some beer pong. I pulled up to the party and they